Welcome, my friends, to the Gothic Witch's Kitchen. I do apologize for last week's absence, but I had too many spells going on, explosions happened, and then things happened to my appliances, and Witch had to explain things to her husband, and we had to do some adulting, non-witchy stuff, which was not fun at all. You know what is fun? My favorite place in the world is Disney. Disney is so much fun. Disney is known for its delightful little treats and their snacks that you can't get anywhere else in the world. One of my favorite movies is Beauty and the Beast. And so today, we're going to try the gray stuff. I hear it's delicious. So let's get started. Now, the ingredient list is really very simple. 16 Oreos, pudding, vanilla, a little bit of chocolate, and Cool Whip. So the first thing we need to do is make the vanilla pudding. Now, usually when you make pudding, you're going to put in 2 cups of milk. This time we're going to do 1.5 cups, kind of like if you're making it for pie. Make sure you mix it in really good. You want to get all those lumps out. Now, we're going to stick this in the refrigerator for a few minutes. But before you put pudding in the refrigerator, you want to make sure you put plastic wrap over it. Not on top of the bowl. You actually put it on the pudding. This prevents it from forming one of those nasty skins that nobody likes. So you just put it gently down in there, and then we're going to put this in for about 10 minutes and let it set. Now, while that's setting, we're going to go ahead and we're going to crush our Oreos. We're going to take 16 Oreos. And then we hide the rest of the stash from the husband. All I need is my trusty ninja. Sometimes you want to give it a little shake just to make sure that it's all getting in there. And that should do it. Look at all those beautiful Oreo crumbs. So delicious. Who doesn't love Oreos? America's favorite chocolate cookie. Now that our pudding is set, we're going to take off the plastic wrap. We're going to go ahead and we're going to dump in our Oreo crumbs. Ooh. And we're going to fold those in. It's already looking gray. The chocolate pudding is actually to help it look gray if it's not. This actually looks really, really gray to me. I don't know if I'm going to use the chocolate pudding. I may save it. Of course, I guess I'll tell more once we fold in the Cool Whip. Now we're going to take an 8-ounce thing of Cool Whip. Make sure it's completely thawed. Now if the Cool Whip turns it a different color, we'll add the pudding, the chocolate pudding. And we're just going to fold that in. Make sure you fold it, don't stir it, because you don't want the Cool Whip to lose its airiness. Now, all that stirring around got things a little warm, so you want to put it back in the refrigerator for a while, let it kind of set back up a little bit. Now, you do want to go ahead and put another skin of plastic wrap on the top so that it does not form any kind of skin or anything. I don't know if it will because of the Cool Whip, but we don't want to take any chances. Now that the gray stuff is done, I'm going to show you how they serve it at Be Our Guest restaurant in Walt Disney World. Now, if you go to Be Our Guest during the daytime for lunch, you can get the gray stuff, and it's served in a nice little swirl on top of a cookie. It looks kind of like a shortbread cookie. It probably is. Now, if you go to Disneyland, I think you can get it on top of a cookie, but you can also get it on a cupcake with a little red velvet or maybe raspberry jam underneath. I'm not quite clear. But if you go to Be Our Guest at nighttime for dinner, you get the gray stuff. It's served on top of a brownie. Now, I made brownies just for this occasion. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take a little sandwich bag and a star tip. This is I believe this is a 1M. We're just gonna put this down here in the bottom. If I can do this. We're gonna score tip with our scissors. And then we're going to put our bag down inside of a cup and fold the bag over. Just like that. Now we're going to scoop our gray stuff into the bag. That's enough for right now. We're going to shake this down. And then we're going to squeeze just a little bit. And then we're going to squeeze our spirals round in circles going across the bar. Now, usually Disney will serve it with some nice little pearls. I don't have any, so I've got these beautiful little sparkly silver sprinkles, and that's what we're going to use to decorate this up. That's our gray stuff extraordinaire. Lumiere was right. It really is delicious. I'm going to have a very happy husband when he gets home. And which is going to have to do some extra exercise for that calorie that I just had. But it's so worth it. This really is really good, y'all. Thank you for joining me on this episode of the Gothic Witch's Kitchen. I do hope that you enjoyed following me into Fantasyland at Disney, and I hope that you like the gray stuff. Let me know down below if you would like to see me make some more Disney treats and what you would like me to make. Give me a thumbs up because everybody loves Disney, and I'll see you next week. Stay spooky. Goodbye.